Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon. Happy Monday to you guys. So today is week 3 of the Arrows of Love series. So today we're going to be focusing on new love and upcoming relationships. So of course, just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. Normally, I would be live in the comments, but today, unfortunately, I just didn't have time. I have a scheduling conflict today. So anyways, maybe next week I will pop in like I have the last 2 weeks. But I just wanted to let you guys know that at the very end, I will go ahead and present the question for the deck giveaway. So it's going to be either for the Arrows of Love Oracle or the Arrows of Love Tarot. So I'm going to go ahead and put the information in the description box as well. And so what I want you guys to do is after the end of the video, or even during, whatever you guys want to do, go ahead and put your multiple choice as well as your first name and the state or country that you're from. And then this coming Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will go ahead and announce on my YouTube community tab the winner. So if you guys are participating in this, please check that information. And then I'll go ahead and give the instructions on what to do. The reason that I'm stressing this is because I did not hear from last week's winner yet. Okay, so if you happen to be listening, Miss Bliss from Whitney, Texas, you are the winner of last week's giveaway. Go ahead and email me at mysticmoonoracles@gmail.com so I can get your information, so I can send it out to you. The answer to last week's question was B, which was journeys faithfully. Okay. So anyways, if you guys are also interested in any new crystals, that's why I have all of these guys out. I just received this from Spirit Magica. I'll put the information down below, but you guys will get a discount if you use my name. So it's just Mystic Moon, no space, just straight Mystic Moon. And you guys will get a discount on your crystal purchase. So I'm very excited to have all of these lined up. They're just beautiful to me. They're the perfect size, and there's just so many goodies that come in this little pack here. So all the information, like I said, with everything will be listed down below. Today's bracelet is called the Women's Solid Heart Bracelet by Rising Sun Oracle. And then the decks as well will be down below. So let's just jump right into it, okay? I've got some Venus Rose Aphrodite. This is a wonderful smelling incense here. So we're just going to kind of infuse this space with some energy for new love and relationships. All right, let's get into it. So this deck is called the Colors of Love. I love this little deck. It's from Mandy Peterson. And we're just going to see what Spirit wants us to know in regards to new love and relationships. We have express yourself. All right, so some of you guys could be hiding your feelings because you have fear of how your love interest may react. Say something, give an ultimatum if one is needed. So I'm actually getting a couple of things here. If you're currently, because remember, this is new love, this is not old love, new love or upcoming relationship. So this could be somebody that you're newly dating, or this could be somebody that you're going to meet in the future. Don't be afraid to express yourself. You literally have nothing to lose. This is what I always say. If you can't be honest with someone or just be yourself, then they're not for you. Because you're going to spend the majority of that time or relationship being inauthentic, and then you're just going to end up being unhappy anyways in the end. So that kind of behavior is just not worth it. And it's not always easy to do. I'll just be honest, you guys. There have been plenty of times in my life, and I always thought I was such an excellent communicator, but I didn't express my needs because I didn't want to lose the person that I was with. Oh, that person doesn't want a commitment. Well, I guess I'll pretend I'm okay with that. Bullshit. I was never okay with that. And then I became very unhappy when that person was in an open relationship dating other people. So we definitely want to make sure that we express ourselves. And if somebody is just kind of like, just back and forth, you don't really know how they feel about you, there's nothing wrong with trying to just say, hey, you know what? Let's have a conversation. Are we on the same page? Okay, we're not. Cool. No worries. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do something else. Nothing wrong with expressing ourselves. If you can't be truthful and honest with someone, then they're not for you. That's it. So some of you guys might have this old kind of way of being like I had. You might have done this in the past. So ask yourself right now, did it work out? It didn't. It never works out. So don't do it again. Make sure that moving forward, you're always authentic and you're not hiding how you truly feel for anyone, because anybody that you have to hide your authentic feelings from is not for you, period. So I hope that's empowering for someone out there. Fear of commit. Okay, this is the deal. This is the deal. Okay, we may be drawn to people or have some sort of an attraction. And it's funny that I just said that. I was dealing with somebody that says, yeah, I'm really bad at commitment. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, that's okay. We'll work with it. In my head, it did not work for me. It really sucked. So, and then I felt really burned. I felt really just betrayed. And I mean, the way that the guy went about it, he was a total asshole, but the way the guy went about it wasn't great. But he did tell me he didn't want a commitment. So the fact that he was dating other women, I did say, though, I'm like, hey, this is what I'm hearing. And then, of course, he made a choice to lie to me when he should have just been honest and let me go. But he didn't. And that, of course, is what caused a lot of just unhappy feelings and just a lot of stuff that didn't need to be. All right. So neither one of us handled ourselves correctly at all. But the thing is, you might feel attraction to people that are emotionally unavailable, fear of commitment, okay? So this is saying that there's something about us that we need to consider. Why are we attracted to this type of person? Sometimes, and I've seen this actually with stories that have been sent to me, where people are totally okay with being in this type of situation, because on some level, they have fear of commitment too. They don't want to be controlled or limited. So they want to put themselves in a situation with somebody that also doesn't want to be, controlled, or they don't want to feel limited. So both people are kind of in an open relationship. But the thing is, are we hiding this? Are we hiding how we really feel deep down inside? I'm not trying to speak for all women, but I don't think that most women out there really want to be with a guy that's seeing a bunch of other women. I'm sorry. I'm more of an old-fashioned type of person, I guess. But I really don't think that a lot of women really, really want that. They want to be with somebody that chooses them. They want to be with somebody that wants to be loyal to them. So we have to ask ourselves why we might be drawn or feel attracted to people that are emotionally unavailable. I'm not a psychologist, of course, but there could be reasons for this. We could have unemotionally available parents that did not meet our emotional needs, or caretakers from, early childhood. So this has kind of set the tone for what we think love is. We think love is something that we have to fight for. We think love is something where we really, really feel excited by someone's disinterest in us, or feel, we just feel excited about being abandoned. And I know that sounds just like ass backwards, and it is, but sometimes, your brain doesn't know the difference between what dopamine is actually being created. Sometimes people actually get that dopamine hit by being, neglected. And it's just the chemistry that has been created from early onset. So if some of you guys are feeling some of this, it might be time for you to address this with a therapist. I always push towards that, okay? Because tarot card readers and psychics and life coaches are not mental therapists, okay? They are not qualified to help you with this type of thing. They can guide you to perhaps the proper help. But we should really, really, if we're having issues, be seeking the help of a professional licensed counselor or, therapist. So anyways, that is what I'm getting for this. So there's some deeper stuff going on with us that we have to ask ourselves why. We have be attentive. So this is talking about being attentive and romantic with love interest, okay? Taking the initiative. Don't allow someone or something good to go neglected. Okay. So I'm kind of getting the storyline for people, and you may resonate with it or you may not. It might be that somebody who is attentive is a turnoff. and I'm going to bring Mr. Moon into this. Mr. Moon was all about me when we were younger. It was fun for a minute, but I was into this. I was into unemotionally available people. He was too available for me. He was too attentive. He was too much of a nice guy. I didn't want nothing to do with him. It wasn't until I got older, and I had already gone through a slew of just complete and total assholes, that I was finally ready to stop this and really look at myself and say, why? Why are you doing this? So when him and I came back together in 2010, he was still that nice guy, but he had grown too. He wasn't as much of a pushover, which maybe that didn't really, that wasn't super attractive to me. He had more, he was very, he had some boundaries. He was a little bit more mature. He was still a nice guy, but it wasn't that puppy dog love type of energy. So I think that we have to kind of differentiate between, you know, if someone is too nice or we're not interested because we still have a taste for assholes, or is this something where we are afraid of this type of person because they can actually meet our needs? You know what I mean? So I feel like there's something here that we need to kind of pay attention to. We need to pay attention to our own energy field. We need to pay attention to, you know, what we're putting out there and what's coming to us and why it's coming to us. So it's like, in a way, we got to clear something up before we can bring something new in, because you guys are noticing right away that Spirit isn't bringing us anything new. Like, oh, we're going to meet somebody amazing tomorrow. There's a reason that that might not be happening for some of you guys, because there's something that you need to clean up within yourself first. Okay. Ooh, we have an intellectual affair. I like this card because this is telling us that we are going to be stimulated on a different level than before. You might be used to just somebody who's physically appealing and attractive. And even though somebody can still be a good person and still be physically attractive, but it might be that we're only going for the outside and we're not really taking a look at the inside of someone. So this is telling us that the next person that's coming in, and it does say within the next 6 to 9 months, you guys could meet someone where you have more of a mental attraction that's going to develop into a physical attraction. So it's more of a slow burning energy. It's not this quick, passionate, all-consuming type of love. And sometimes that kind of love can be toxic. Sometimes that kind of love can turn into something that is unhealthy. So it's a good opportunity for us to go about relationships and go about getting to know someone in a totally different way. Take the time, have conversations, really get to know someone. Don't just jump into bed with someone because they look really good, you know what I mean? Or it just feels right. Really take the time to let somebody get to know you and you get to know them. That way, just in case you guys don't share the same values or are not on the same page, there's not a lot of wasted time here. We have Earth Angel. Wow. So we have a person will be coming into your life who's like an angel in human form. This person is sweet, kind, gentle, and loving. They'll seek to inspire and uplift your world. This is one of the reasons why Spirit wants you to clean up some kind of energy within yourself first, because the person that's coming in is pure. And you might not be able to see this person's true value because there could be some stuff and issues that you have going on here. You could be turned off by this energy. You could be turned off by the pureness of this person because of your hangups and issues with old toxic patterns. That's why Spirit's telling you to get yourself prepared for this person, because this person is going to inspire and uplift your world. And the reason that I brought up the whole Mr. Moon thing is because Mr. Moon was always pure and good, but I did not want him. And I had to go through this slew of assholes. And then we ended up together in the end, thank God. But it's like I blew it for so long. I mean, obviously I had to go through these things for a reason, but that's why it says divine timing. This person is coming in divine timing. Yes, it could be within the next 6 to 9 months, but this person's going to come in when you're ready for them. That's it. Your true love, your divine connection is going to come in when you're ready for it. And some of you guys might say, I've been ready for so long. Fantastic. Then that means that it's coming to you. All right. It's coming to you. But some of you guys are not ready, even though you think you're ready. You're not ready because there's still some things that you need to work out within yourself. We need to ask ourselves why we have this attraction to a certain type of unavailable person, why we always seem to attract the same type of man or woman that is afraid of commitment, or that, is a player or whatever, or attract people that aren't on the same page with us. So we have to lie and say we're okay with things that we're not. So it's a vibrational thing. We're vibrationally not bringing in someone into our frequency field of this because we're not of that frequency yet. So this is about ascension. This is about clearing your energy space and preparing yourself for a divine love connection. And Spirit's telling some of us that we're not ready, and others you are ready. And this is something that could be coming to you very soon. So I hope that makes sense. I'm trying not to be too preachy with that, you guys. I'm not a therapist, but these three first cards just definitely tell me that maybe, this is something where we've been lying to ourselves, or we've been lying to other people because we're afraid that if we aren't what they want, or we're afraid that if we say what we want, then they're going to leave us. And that right there is, really, it's our issue, yes, but it's also someone else's issue. And it's like, if someone can't be what you need them to be, then why are we even investing? Why are we even wasting any time? It's not going to work. You can't change yourself or tailor yourself for someone else. You're not going to be happy if you do that. So let's just kind of remove our need to people please and be what other people want. Let's be ourselves. And if that's not enough, see ya. See ya later, buddy. It's not going to work out. So to me, this is about empowering ourselves and feeling confident and knowing that God, Spirit has your back, wants you to be happy, wants you to experience this divine love. But as long as you're slumming it with these idiots here, you're not going to be able to get there. I hope that makes sense. So that's what we have. Mr. Moon yesterday told me that my delivery with things is sometimes very off-putting. So I totally get it. And I hope that my delivery with this is not that. I know my delivery with past things have not been good and have totally been misunderstood. So I apologize for anybody that might feel triggered or something. Okay. Male rival. This is Claire's story cards 1 and 2. Male rival. Interesting. So you can see that there are 3 people in that energy. There, to me, it's like a frequency field of 3 people. So if you guys have been attracting someone that there's been 3 people in the situation, that might be one of the reasons why we have that fear of commitment and, really needing to speak our truth. Is this really what we want to be involved in? I'm getting no. Of course, it's not what you want to be involved in. So we've received a message from Spirit. Spirit, look at this. That looks very similar to me. Look at that white dove, these white wings. That is your message coming through. Have you received the message loud and clear? This energy doesn't serve anyone. I know I've said this a few times before. Sometimes people slap labels on these types of situations to make it okay. But if it doesn't feel okay and you don't feel good and you feel like you're doing something that's out of alignment with your own integrity and values, then there's nothing divine about that. There's nothing divine about somebody dating you and someone else and lying to someone else, or maybe even lying to you, or just going back and forth between you and them because they're confused or they need time. There's nothing divine about that. That's a very selfish, self-serving type of person. There's nothing divine about that at all. Okay, and we can make all the excuses in the world. Well, this person's just really confused. They're really broken. They need time. And that, of course, may be the case, but there's nothing divine about you waiting for this person to choose you. Choose yourself in those types of situations. So I'm getting here that we're receiving the message loud and clear that we deserve the kind of love that we're looking for. And the kind of love that we're looking for does not involve third-party energy. It doesn't involve people that want to date you and other people at the same time. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for your one and only. You're looking for someone that wants to commit to you and build a life with you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't allow today's society or any other bullshit to tell you that, that's old-fashioned thinking. And, if that's what you want, then that's what you deserve. Nothing wrong with that. We have karma. Interesting. It's very interesting the way that she has that rope up there. What's going on with that? It's a very scary image to me. So I kind of feel like when we do things that are against what we truly, truly want, there's a lesson to be learned. And I think I had said early on, I had done that. I had made a decision when I was told I'm not good at commitment. Well, I'm going to change your mind. I'm thinking this to myself. I'm going to change his mind. I'm going to be the exception. I was not. I was not the exception at all. And it really, really helped me, though, in the end, to realize a thing or two about myself, that I was inauthentic and that I was not speaking my needs. He actually was truthful by telling me that, but then he also lied when was confronted about actually being with other people. So we both kind of, I feel, maybe learned a lesson, but I'm not really concerned about what he learned. I'm more concerned about what it did for me and how it helped me to see a thing or two about myself. So whatever we decide to do, whether we don't listen to this, whether we still stay stuck on this, or we still attract the same type of person, there's always going to be something that we will work out here. We're going to work it out until we get it right. So it's not about being perfect. It's not about ridiculing yourself if you're still involved here, or if you attract another person that's kind of the same. There will be something for you to choose to not do that again. So let's just say you guys do end up attracting another person into your life that's this type of person and not this person yet. That's okay. You don't have to go about this situation the same way. You can change it. It's never too late to turn things around, you guys. You know how you can change it? By expressing yourself, by being authentic this time. Try being authentic and express your real needs and see what happens. That person may run away, or that person might be like, wow, that's just, I'm not used to somebody saying and speaking their truth. That's crazy. That could change things around. I don't know. But all I know is that we have nothing to lose except for a person that isn't what we want anyways. That's all we have to lose. We have everything to gain by speaking our truth and not being afraid to tell people what we need. And if they're not on the same page, that's it. It's not a frequency match. It's time to just move on. So we're going to end up hanging ourselves if we are not authentic in our next situation or our next relationship. So it's not indicating for everybody that your earth angel is coming in next, but you're going to get better and better and clear your energy field to attract that divine love partner the more that you respect yourself and the more that you don't allow yourself to kind of be in the middle of situations that really don't serve you. Okay? So you received the message loud and clear. That's all I'm saying. All right. So now we're going to go into what this new person could be like. Okay? The next person that we're going to attract in, what this person could be like. This is my Earth and Sky Oracle. What this next person might be like. We have Mars energy. This person could be an Aries, okay, because Aries is connected to the planet Mars. But we have planet of action, sexual desire and passion, aggression and war, assertion and determination. So this person could be very intense. Aries are known for being very intense. So that could be that energy right there. You could also meet this person in Aries season, which will be coming up here in, February, March, like April's energy. Orbit. Round and round, chosen path, gravitational pull, revolve around. Interesting. I kind of feel like there is some kind of a lesson that's going to come back around for you. It's kind of this deal. Have we learned our lesson? Is this the person that we really want? Is this the person that is for us? Or are we going to waste more time? We have, I love this. Oh my God. I totally understand this message. Okay. For some of you, not all of you, you guys will be attracting in another lesson, but don't get scared, because what it's going to do is it's going to liberate you. It's going to help you to, awaken. It's going to help you to change as a person. So that way you can attract that divine love partner into your life. So you're going to release yourself from something. That's really what I'm seeing now in this image. You're releasing yourself from being tied up with the wrong type of person. You're liberating yourself instead. You're rebelling against the old narrative. The old narrative is, I'm never going to meet a nice person. I'm always going to attract the same idiot into my life. No, we are getting rid of this energy. We are just, and I love this because Uranus is connected to Aquarius energy, okay? And even though we're in Pisces season, to me, this means that this is something that is in the air still. from maybe just even the beginning of the year. And now we're getting an opportunity to get things in alignment for ourselves, for this new person to come in, the right person. And we have smell, our sense of smell, recollection and memory. When you think about something from your past, does it bring you pain or does it bring you pleasure? Also, too, this is about sometimes things that happen to us are not pleasing. But what it does is it gives us the opportunity to sniff out danger next time. And that's really what this lesson is all about. So this could be an old partner is serving a purpose. They weren't the right person for you, but what it's doing is it's giving you an opportunity to be smarter next time. Now you're going to notice the red flags when you see them. Now you're going to do things differently with the next person. You're not going to waste a lot of time. Yep, we have asteroid. That's it. That's it. Collision course, catastrophic event, irreparable damage, chaos, and destruction. So to me, this is telling me something about who's this next person that's coming in. What I'm getting here is the next person coming in is either going to be another thing that's not going to work, but you're going to be able to kind of put your new lessons and your new tools to the test by saying, you know what? No, I'm good. I'm going to pass this test. And this is going to clear the pathway for a new person, which is that earth angel, that divine love partner. But I'm getting also for some of you guys have already met a person that was not for you. But what it's doing is it's cleared the pathway for the next person. So it's either already passed or it's something that could pop up once again. But this next time, if it does pop up again, you're not going to really waste a lot of time. You're going to really, really just say, you know what? No, I'm good. I've already learned this lesson. I've already been down this road before. Ain't doing it again. I'm free. And you're going to free yourself. That karma is going to be released and you're going to be able to open yourself up to new types of people. Wow. I love this. So that really wasn't exactly how your person was going to be. That's what they're not going to be. That divine love partner is not going to be that person. So let's now take a look and see what types of energies will be surrounding this person, this new person, after we clear that karmic cycle, or once this karmic cycle is finally complete and we release ourselves from it. Okay, so this is the Arrows of Love Oracle. We have round and round, something about revolving around. Remember we had the orbit card? We have caged heart. Ooh, we have look what the cat dragged in. I feel like Spirit's trying to tell us that there's someone from the past that's trying to kind of come back around. And you're, yeah, it's like there's something real desirable about this person. Like you like what you see. Because I keep asking Spirit, what is the energy that's tied to the new person? But this old energy won't leave yet. It's telling me that we need to do what we can to unblock ourselves so we can attract in the new person. Because we have an old person that's just still revolving around in our mind. And some of you guys might not have that. So I'm going to draw another set just in case this is not your energy. But this energy is present in this reading because I feel like there's some of you that are still hung up on an old person. And it's that old person that it just wasn't going to work out with because you guys were not on the same page, you know? You guys weren't on the same page. Maybe someone was available and the other person was just not. And so it's like round and round we go. Somebody's heart is, I hate to say it, but it's too damaged. And you might be attracted to damaged people or people that are emotionally unavailable. So you see how it's all coming around again? So we're really still needing to release our desire and release our just seeing this person as something that maybe they're not. We're under some kind of a spell here. Not literally, but we're so enamored with this person. They really do it for us, even though they're all wrong for us. So Spirit's saying we've got to find a way to clear this energy from our lives, okay? So let's click out of this and go into the other tarot deck and just see. Whew. And at the very end, I'm going to close up this reading with what we can do to clear this old energy that might be preventing this new person from coming in. All right, this is the Arrows of Love Tarot. New person's energy. Yeah, see, the new person's energy is totally different. It's more stable. Four of Flames, Four of Wands. This is like a building type of energy, a solid connection, a commitment, somebody who's stable in your life. So this is somebody who's serious, somebody who wants to build, somebody who wants to grow. Also, somebody who's not looking to take from you, somebody who's looking to what? Let's look at it. Inspire and uplift your world, helping you to be your best self, not your worst self. So this person uplifts you. I don't think I said that right. Uplifts you to be a better version of you. They celebrate you. They're not trying to cut you down. They're not trying to take over your life. They're trying to add something to your life. So to me, this is not an all-consuming type of a connection. It's not codependent. It's not, I need this person in my life. It's, I want this person in my life. And I like the time that I have for myself, but I also like the time that we have when we're together. So it's like a very healthy kind of a love. This person could also be very independent, so they do require some of their own time, but it's not like an emotionally unavailable type of thing. It's more of a healthy boundaries type of thing. So this person could really, in a way, inspire you to be healthier in relationships because they're such a healthy version of themselves. You know, it kind of, in a way, forces you to get with the program. That's what I'm getting. It forces you to get with the program. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. You're very attracted to this person. So it's not like there's no passion here. But you're more attracted to who they are and what they represent as a person and their insides. That real just emotional energy that maybe you were in before. This is different. It's more of an intellectual. You love this person's mind. You love who they are on the inside. The outside comes later. That attraction is so much stronger because it's just different. So to me, it's more what you need. I like this. So these are the signs now that I'm seeing. That Queen of Wands, you guys, is Aries. Now, remember, I just said something about Mars and Aries. So some of you could meet this person in Aries season, or this person could be in Aries, but they can also be a Cancer or a Scorpio. And I'm sorry, not Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces. And we are in Pisces season now. So the moon, mystery. I feel like this person gives you a run for your money. They're very stimulating. They don't necessarily reveal everything. They're not just laying it all out. I mean, sometimes we do need to be a little bit, we need to kind of sometimes be aware of people that just lay it all out and that just lay it on really thick, really quick, really fast. That could be kind of like a love bomber type of situation. You know, sometimes people that hold a little back, remain a little bit of a mystery, not a game player, but just somebody who's mature enough to where they don't have to lay all their cards on the table immediately. People that do that can sometimes have just self-esteem issues where they just need someone to know everything, you know? So I feel like this person shows you and paves the way for you guys to build something over time. And this might be a totally different pace than you're used to, but I'm just seeing that this is a nice, good, healthy pace. And it's a connection that's very spiritual. There's a very spiritual energy here with the moon, okay? And it's, in a way, this person is being hidden from you right now because you're not ready yet, but you will be. And you will be as long as you continue to speak your truth and be authentic to who you are and really show up for yourself. That's how this person's going to come into your life. So, yeah. So we went kind of down a path of old energy that needs to be cleared, issues that we need to address within ourselves so we can attract this person, this divine love into our life. So for some of you, it's this year, and some of you I'm getting, don't even worry about the timing. In divine timing, this person will come in when they're meant to. So let's go ahead with my Divine Feminine Healing cards, get some final messages on our own healing. Ooh, yeah. Look, triggers. When someone's behavior irritates me, I take it as an opportunity to heal something unresolved within myself. Yes. So, however we were triggered, however we were treated, however it made us feel, it's always asking us to go within. Blaming someone else is never going to really fix anything. Okay. It doesn't mean that people aren't, bad sometimes, that people don't do things that are really rotten and nasty, because they do. But why are we so freaking triggered by this? Why can't we let this go? Why are we still hanging on to this pain? Why are we so triggered severely still to this day, even though it was years ago? I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I was triggered in such a way that I carried this freaking pain even into my relationship with Mr. Moon. And, I was able to clear it and to heal it, throughout that time, but it still triggered the hell out of me. And I was just like, why do I feel this pain still? And it was just something that I had to see within myself. So we're being asked to really look at and clear this energy. And whatever feeling keeps coming up, let's address this. And again, if we need to address this with a professional, then we're being required at this time to do that. Oh, I love, see, this is about finding your voice. Huntress, I know what I want and I'm no longer afraid to get it. So we are stepping into our full, just divine, either, feminine energy, where it's like we're goddesses, hear us roar. This is what we want. It's not about, being like a dominant and not allowing your counterpart to be, that divine masculine energy. It's not about control or anything like that. It's more or less of, I am feeling, I'm feeling centered within myself, and I know what it is that I want. I'm comfortable with who I am, to where I'm not afraid that if someone isn't on the same page with me, I'm not going to change myself for them. That's the kind of energy here. So a lot of you guys are being born into this huntress goddess type of energy, where you're not going to be afraid to tell people what you really want. You're not going to be afraid. And that's really what Spirit wants for you. We have unaware. You see, I do not pretend to be blind to things that I know deep down are not good for me. A lot of us have been wearing blinders for a while. We've been making a lot of excuses for shitty behavior. I don't know why I can't talk. Shitty behavior. We've been doing it for a long time. We've been making excuses for people. So in a way, we're being asked to take off those blinders and stop being blind to things that you know aren't good for you. If you're involved in something that does not make you feel good, don't pretend that it's okay, because it's not. Don't pretend that something's okay because we're slapping a label on it, or someone told us that this person is this or that. We have to be very careful, because if something doesn't feel good to us and we feel like crap and we feel like we're being abused, I don't care what the connection is called. It's not good for you. Okay. And I'm not telling anybody or suggesting anyone, do this or do that. I'm asking you to check in with yourself. If you don't feel good in a situation, then why are you still involved in it? And if you guys are feeling great in a situation that might have some of these aspects, but you don't feel toxic and that you feel okay, then yes, pay attention to that energy and still continue to do what feels right for you. It's always about you, you guys. It's not me telling you what to do. Do what feels right for you. But if some of you guys are continuing to make excuses for shitty behavior, you want to make sure that you do a little bit less of that and be a little bit more aware of how it's really affecting you. And is it really adding to your life, or is it taking from your life? Because this new person is going to add to your life, not take from your life. Yeah, there's something that we need to let go of. So Spirit is bringing it forth through this reading that there's something from our past that has kept us frozen for so long. Some of you guys may have already cleared this energy like I have. I am no longer frozen in time. I was frozen in time from 2008 to 2020. At the end of 2020, that was it. And 2021 and this year, 2022, I have finally been free from this energy. Now, Do I have other things that I'm working on now? Yes, absolutely. But being frozen with that pain and that trauma, it's gone. It almost feels like a miracle. And I know that some people will say, well, how did you do it? I didn't really do anything. It's just, it was time. And I feel like that's sometimes what happens. It's almost like a spell that just is removed, after a period of time. It's just, there were certain things that were going on for me where I was like, I'm just ready to let this go. This narrative, this story, it doesn't resonate. It's not helping me. It's actually in a way confusing me. So sometimes it's just time, but it says, I choose to make peace with my past. When we finally decide to forgive someone, because also what it did too, is it allowed me to have more compassion too. I had more compassion in my heart to say, you know what? This person actually, and even though I can refer to this person as an asshole, because yeah, they acted like an asshole towards me. They've never apologized to me. I've never really gotten any kind of apology or anything from this person. But I don't necessarily need it because I was able to come to my own conclusions on my own. Okay. And so that's something that worked for me. I was able to make peace on my own with this person. But the thing is, I can see that they're only human. And I can see that I was also, in a way, being inauthentic and betraying myself and even betraying them by telling them I was okay when I really wasn't. So it always takes two to tango, baby. It always takes two. So when you can really take a good look at yourself and go, you know what? This is where I added to the pot. This is where I added to the problems and the dysfunctions. When we can sit down and do that rather than blame someone else for everything that we're going through and feeling, that's where the true healing begins. So it's just trying to see things from other people's perspectives. And it's interesting because a lot of people that I've met along my journey have precipitated a lot of this healing. There was a situation in my life where I was feeling like such a victim. And I was like, it took me going through that to go, oh my God, like I just did this to this person that this other person did to me. Oh my God, I'm not perfect either. And I really wasn't coming from a bad place, but I did it anyways. And the reason I did it was because I didn't have the proper tools to deal with it. So maybe the person from my past really wasn't trying to vindictively hurt me, but they just didn't have the tools to be honest with me. So all that stuff really helped me to let go of this need to villainize this person in my life, So maybe some of you guys can take some of that energy or some of that story that I have brought into the reading today and identify with that. And maybe it will help you to heal. So there's no cookie cutter way. There's no person that's going to be able to help you just heal. Or there's no mantra or meditation that you're going to do that's just going to magically take it away. Things do take time. Healing does take time. But the more that you take the time to get to know yourself and examine yourself and look at yourself and work on yourself, that healing will come, I promise. So anyways, you guys, I really hope that this reading was helpful to you in attracting new love. I love that this earth angel energy came through, this divine love connection came through that's available for us all if we really want it. But some of us are still working and clearing in order to get to it. And others are ready. And this is something that is coming. So I hope that you guys, again, enjoy this reading. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for all of your support and kindness through the comments and just everything that you guys send my way. I really, truly appreciate it. And I love you guys all from the bottom of my heart. So I will see you guys next week for the final week 4. I'm not even sure what the format's going to be. I may even end up going live, as in not live in the comments, but just live on camera. I may just kind of do that if I'm feeling it. You just never know with me. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal. Very spontaneous. It's the Sag in me. So anyways, I hope you guys have an incredible day and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.